Have you ever pondered the consequences of revenge? It's a scalding cup of tea, isn't it? Let's rewind the clock and delve into the birth of a villain most sinister. A failed comedian, a man struggling to make ends meet, a man who tasted the bitterness of life far too early. He lived in a world that offered nothing but disappointment, where laughter was a luxury he couldn't afford. His life was a tragic comedy, with the punchline always just out of reach. A series of unfortunate events culminating in a tragedy so profound, it pushed him over the edge. The world of crime, a dark abyss, called out to him. It promised what the world had denied him: significance, power, and the chance to turn the tables. The pain, the heartache, the despair, they all fueled the fires of transformation. And thus, amidst the ashes of despair, the Joker was born. Revenge, like a boomerang, always comes back to the one who throws it. Isn't that right, Joker? The Joker, an enigma draped in purple and green, isn't your run-of-the-mill villain. His philosophy, as twisted as it might be, is rooted in a belief that revenge is a destructive cycle. He sees it as a perpetuating force that only breeds more pain and chaos. To him, revenge isn't a means to an end, it's merely the beginning of a never-ending spiral into madness. We might ask ourselves, what molded the Joker into this cold, cynical philosopher of chaos? What turned a man into an embodiment of anarchy? The answer takes us back to his past, a past filled with betrayal, loss, and pain. A past that was shaped by the very thing he despises: revenge. When the world dealt the Joker a rough hand, he didn't fold, he reshuffled the deck. He was pushed into a vat of chemicals, betrayed by his own comrades, and left to die. But instead of seeking retribution, he laughed. He laughed at the absurdity of it all. The Joker didn't become a harbinger of chaos out of revenge, he became one to showcase the futility of it. The Joker's philosophy on revenge isn't a justification for his actions, far from it. It is, however, a critique of a world that often confuses revenge with justice. A world that glorifies the idea of an eye for an eye, not realizing that it leaves everyone blind. The Joker's laughter, as unsettling as it is, serves as a stark reminder of this twisted reality. A reality where the pursuit of revenge is nothing more than a cruel cosmic joke. A joke that only he seems to understand. In the Joker's world, revenge is the punchline to a cruel cosmic joke. So what transformed this melancholy jester into a heartless trickster? The Joker, as we know him, is not a creature born of whimsy or folly. No, he is a manifestation of a world that's often too cruel, too unforgiving. He's the product of a society that's quick to judge and slow to understand, a society that's too busy painting its own image of righteousness to notice the cracks in its canvas. Imagine being a part of such a world, a place where the laughter is often muffled by cries of pain, where joy is fleeting and sorrow a constant companion. Now imagine being told to conform, to fit into the grand scheme of things, to suppress your true self under layers of pretense and deceit. That's the world as the Joker sees it, a world that's cold, harsh, and unyielding. The Joker is not heartless by birth but by circumstance. He's not cold because he wants to be, but because he has to be. He's a mirror reflecting the world's indifference, its cold embrace. He's a jester dancing to the world's cruel tunes, his laughter a mask to hide the tears, his antics a distraction from the pain. The Joker doesn't revel in chaos because it's fun. He does it because he believes it's the only way to survive. He's not a villain because he enjoys it, but because he sees no other choice. He's a victim of the world's cruelty, a prisoner of its cold indifference. And so, he chose to become colder. He chose to become the Joker, not out of a desire for power or revenge, but out of necessity. He chose to reflect the world's coldness back at it, to show everyone the harsh reality they were too afraid to face. The Joker is not a villain, he's a mirror, a reflection of a world that's forgotten the meaning of kindness and compassion. In the face of a cold world, the Joker chose to become colder. They say that those who seek revenge should dig 2 graves, but what if you've already been buried alive? A chilling thought, isn't it? The Joker's story isn't just about a villain's rise, it's about the torment of revenge and the price paid for it. Imagine a man, once full of life and laughter, now cloaked in the shroud of vengeance. His world, once vibrant and colorful, now reduced to shades of gray and red. the Joker didn't start his journey with a desire for revenge. No, it was the world that pushed him, cornered him, until he had no choice but to push back. The path of revenge is a treacherous one. It's a road paved with pain, suffering, and an insatiable thirst for justice. Yet for the Joker, it was the only road left to tread. His laughter, once a symbol of joy and mirth, became a haunting echo of his inner torment. His smile, once infectious, now a chilling reminder of the agony within. But what of the pain? The pain was a constant companion. It fueled him, drove him, consumed him. Every scar, every wound, every memory of hurt, they were all badges of his quest. They were reminders of the price he paid for his revenge. Yet, in this relentless pursuit, the Joker lost something irreplaceable. He lost himself. The man who once laughed with joy became the man who laughed at pain. The man who once spread smiles became the man who spread fear. His heart, once warm and kind, turned cold and merciless. Revenge, it seems, is a double-edged sword. It gives you purpose, drives you forward, but it also chips away at your soul, piece by piece. It's a slow poison, seeping into your veins, turning your heart bitter, your laughter hollow, and your soul empty. In the end, the Joker's tale is a testament to the destructive power of revenge. It's a grim reminder that the cost of vengeance is often far greater than the satisfaction it brings. Revenge may be sweet, but its aftermath, that's a different story altogether.